The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, 7th chapter, text number 9 and 10, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on February 24th, 1974, in Bombay, India.
Translation. I am the original fragrance of the earth, and I am the heat and fire. I am the life of all that lives, and I am the penances of all ascetics. O son of Pita, know that I am the original seed of all existences, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the prowess of all powerful men.
Punnagandha prithivyānca tejasmasmi vibhavaso jivanam sarvabhutesu tapaschasmi tapassushu. Punnagandha, it may be original, also the fragrant. Just like there are some flowers like rose, the fragrance is very nice. Of course, all fragrance is varieties, but prithivyānca, the fragrance is coming from the earth. It is not synthetic fragrance. So, the same earth, the same watering, the same, what is called, sar, for growing the trees, manure. The same manure, same water, the same gardener, but according to different flowers, the fragrance is different. How this is done? Can any scientist answer? How it is coming? Differently. And why there are difference? If it is nature, then the ingredients are the same. Why nature is not producing the same quality or the same kind of flower or trees or fruits? Why? Therefore, it is answered in the Bhagavad Gita that nature is not all in all. Nature cannot work independent. Nature is in material world, material elements. So, it is answered there in the Bhagavad Gita, Maya dhakṣena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. There is superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He likes that this kind of bija or the seed will produce this kind of flower and this kind of flavor. The superintendence is there of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We fools, we say, we cannot explain. We say nature. What is this nature? There must be brain behind the nature. Otherwise, how a rose so nicely it is coming. Even from artistic point of view, if you want to paint one flower, you have to take so much labor, so many color, reflection, and so many instruments, then hardly you can paint one nice rose flower. Still it is not as good, and not at all good in comparison to the original flower. So if this third-class flower, you have to apply so much brain, and this first-class flower has no brain behind it. Is that very good logic? What is this logic? There must be brain. And that is stated here. Punnagandha prithivyānca tejaschasmi vibhavaso. It is under my superintendence. So, Krishna is giving us intelligence that if you do not go to the temple or do not hear to the Acharya, you can at least try to understand my presence when you see a flower or smell a flower. Is that very difficult job? Krishna consciousness is so nice. Even drinking water, even by seeing the sunshine, even by seeing the moonshine, or if you are a Vedic scholar, by chanting Om, Pranava Sarva Vedesu, or even by hearing the sound, vibration, or by seeing a flower, or smelling a flower, something brilliant, just like the sun is brilliant, the moon is brilliant, Tejas stars me. So where from this brilliance come? The brilliance is imitation, reflection of the bodily brilliance of Krishna. That is stated in the Brahma Sutra, Brahma Sangita. Jasya prabha prabhavatu jagadanna koti. Then why we should disbelieve? We can see eye to eye that the sun is so brilliant. It is a material product only. But where from the sun has come so brilliant? Just chakshus resha savita sakala grahana raja samastha suramurti asesa teja. The brilliance and the temperature is unlimited. So where from the brilliance comes? You can calculate yourself that the sun is composition of these chemicals, this material, but why don't you produce? Why don't you produce an imitation sun so that you will save so much money for electricity? At night you can get one sun in Bombay city. So the rascals will give all description, but they will never be prepared to prepare it, to manufacture it. Recently, it is a practical in California. One learned chemical scholar, he has got Nobel Prize. So he was describing that from matter life has come. So there was one student, he is my disciple, Sarup Damodar. He questioned, sir, if I give you all these chemicals, can you produce life? Then he said, that I cannot say. But if you know that this chemical composes life, so when I give you the chemical, why don't you produce? So simply theorizing. Simply theorizing. Panthastu koti satavassa sampragamma. So we cannot decide by theorizing. But if we take shelter of Krishna, here is the perfect knowledge. Just like if you have to paint one flower, or if you have to create some scent, you have to mix so many chemicals. But he is so powerful, his energies are so perfect, the sabhaviki jnana bala kriyacha, simply by his willing, immediately everything is there. Parasa sakti vividha ivasya. That is the appreciation of the energy of God. If you are not appreciating, that is your fault. But there is brain, there is what? But the energy is so perfect. Just like nowadays electronic energy. You simply push on one button and so many things happen immediately. It is still 100,000 times subtler. Simply by his willing, everything is done. This is understanding. But because we have no such brain, neither we can think, we evade the issue. Therefore, if we want to understand how this flower is coming, how this fragrance is there, You try to understand that it is due to Krishna. And appreciate. That is Krishna consciousness.